Why hello there, Growmantlers. Thanks for joining me for another game review. I'm Dan from GameReviewsAU. Today I'm going to be showing you a funny little game called Pulling No Punches on Nintendo Switch. So basically, in a nutshell, this game is very similar to Streets of Rage. It takes that concept where you have a character who moves up and down, left and right, along streets beating baddies up. But the backstory of this is what makes it quite funny. So basically, it's based around the whole COVID situation, and you are the people who chose to wear masks, and you go and beat up people who don't. Now that is quite controversial. I am on the side of the mask wearers, personally. You might not be. Your choice, whatever. But yeah, I found that the dialogue and the storyline and all the different words they use to describe what's happening to be quite funny. I laughed out loud quite a lot with this game. Just reading the story and seeing the dudes that you come up against. Seeing the way that you beat them up and the bosses that you fight. It was very, very entertaining. Aside from that, it did a very good job at providing a entertaining action combat game, beat 'em up style. Very reminiscent of Streets of Rage, as I said, or Double Dragon, any of those games that you may have played in the past. And the graphic style is very unique too. It reminds me of some of the comics I've seen in Mad magazines. I can't remember who the animator was of that, but yeah, it's quite crude. It's rather grotesque. Kind of has almost like those still shots in Ren and Stimpy that looked gross. It kind of has that feeling to it as well. Now there's a couple of characters that you can choose to play as. Each have their own strengths and weaknesses, and as you progress through the game you'll pick things up which will allow you to use new abilities like rush attacks or special attacks, stuff like that. So it's an ever evolving experience, which to me is very enjoyable. I found that this game, Pulling No Punches, it's a good little game for a laugh. It also does provide you with that bit of beat 'em up nostalgia. And for that, this game, it ticks quite a lot of boxes. So I'm going to be giving Pulling No Punches on Nintendo Switch 5 out of 5 stars. I feel they've done a really good job at combining humor, action, combat, nostalgia. Yeah, it's very, very entertaining. Definitely worth checking out. If you like this review, please hit the thumbs up button down below. Remember to subscribe to my channel, and if you choose to do so, leave a comment down below. And I have a Patreon page where you can read more about GameReviewsAU. Consider pledging a few bucks. Links in the description below. See you next time.